Stephen, before we preview Friday's Dublin Derby at Tolka Park, just your reflections on the narrow defeat in Derry on Monday.
Yeah, we're disappointed to lose the game. I feel it was a game, quite a tactical battle. There was many chances in the game. I felt, Derry are quite, in their attacking areas, mobile out of possession. So the game plan was focused on out of possession. And, they're a good team, Derry. I feel we, are disappointed to lose, and we just got to dust ourselves down, and we got punished for a mistake, and we got to dust ourselves down and get ready for Shelbourne on Friday.
Jake Mulroney and 𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗃 both had the ball in the net in the first half, both ruled out for offside. What were your views on those decisions?
Well, it's easy retrospectively, but they're both, goals look like they're legitimate goals now, and with the benefit of technology, of course, as we'll show evidently. I think Jake's goal is clearly onside. He's come from an offside position back onside before it's delivered. It's just a brilliant goal. 𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗃 crossed it. Brilliant cross. One winger crosses it. Jake Mulroney coming back into the team. Outstanding header into the back of the net. That's a goal that would live with him from the ages, for ages. Rejuvenate him, if you like, the confidence coming back into the team, scoring a goal like that. It's onside, and so it's disallowed. 𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗃's goal initially to the eye would give the impression it was offside, and more understandably was flagged. But when you see the evidence, it's very contentious. He looks level. He's gone in and finished it brilliantly. So to have two goals, it's tough for the assistant referees, because they've got to make a split decision based on the ball being moved very quickly, and they're very marginal calls, but ultimately it's the wrong call. And I think you expect to get one of those decisions, never mind the two. You expect to get one, and we would have taken the lead. The Brandywell is a different game, completely different game. So they've got to come out, and I think it becomes a completely different game. So we're disappointed that both goals are disallowed. So it's, but you have to take decisions on the chin, obviously. But they're two great bits of football, and when you produce brilliant moments like that, Zach's finish, his run, his finish, his cross for Jake's goal, they're brilliant bits of football. When they're disallowed, that can be an injustice when they're disallowed. Although I do temper that by saying these decisions are not easy for the assistant referees on real time. They're not easy decisions, but we're disappointed that we didn't get one of the decisions.
The focus quickly turns now to Shelbourne away on Friday, another Monday, Friday week. How's everyone resting and recovering? We're speaking, of course, on Wednesday before the match in a couple of days.
Yeah, no, listen, we've been, we've had a lot of good performances, and I think we've incredibly had 3 sending-offs. I know we haven't had a bad tackle, so there were 3 technical yellow card defences, which has been extreme, I feel. But it's Barry Bagley, Anthony Breslin and Axel Sjoberg. So it's been, our discipline's been excellent. We certainly, no one's gone in late. There's been no challenges. There's been no dissent. So it's been, discipline's been good, but we found ourselves with 3 off. So I think it's something that we have to dust ourselves down on. Just remain focused on the games. I think we're seeing, work 2 really good goals against Galway last week, 2 good goals against Derry that were marked off this week, that we, through great football, or through good football moves. And we've got to dust ourselves down for Shelbourne, because obviously the St. Pat Shells games are there's a great rivalry, and Shelbourne are the league champions. So it's one that we've got to dust ourselves down, and there's not much in it between a lot of the teams at the top, and we found ourselves top. We got the wrong side of a 1-0. We moved down a few places, so we've got to bounce back with a strong performance.
We faced Shelbourne just over a month ago at Richmond to score a draw. Our last time at Tolka was that dramatic 3-2 𝗂𝗃 in the last minute. What are you expecting from the match?
Well, I think you know, expect the unexpected. You know, expect the unexpected. There's always good games, and we're looking forward to it and getting ready for that now.
And as you mentioned, it's still a really tight table with another Friday and Monday to come next weekend as well. It's all systems go to try and become more consistent on the results and build something up towards the break.
Yeah, and it's fair to say nobody's had a real consistent run, and that's maybe because the standard overall has been so competitive. So nobody's had a real consistent run, and yet we're right in it. And so we've got to refocus quickly after the trip home from Derry on Monday and get ready for Shelbourne on Friday.
And lastly, just squad-wise, Axel Stroberg will come back from suspension, so you've an almost fully fit panel to choose from, which is a nice place to be at this time of the season.
Yeah, I think the only one missing, I hope, will be 𝗲𝗲-𝗃𝗃, and that should be it.
Great, thanks Stephen, best of luck.
Thank you.